also going to learn in Schus Refuah Shlema of Yaron ben Doris, Yehudis bas Noach, Ariel Ora Basana, Rachel bas Brindel, David Shlomo ben Sandra. So everybody is sick, should have Refuah Shlema. To be continued. Right, so we continue with Hilchos Deos. I think it's the last chapter. Right, it's the last chapter. But so we're in chapter number 7 and halacha number 3, and we started with the laws of Lashon Hara. And it says, and the sages said, there are 3 sins for which retribution is exacted from the person in this world, and because of which he is also denied the portion of the world to come: idol worship, forbidden sexual relations, and murder. Lashon Hara is equivalent to all of them. Our sages also said, anyone who speaks Lashon Hara is like the one who denies God, as implied in Psalm 12:5. Those who said with our tongues, we will prevail. We will prevail. Our lips are our own. Who is Lord over us? Who is Lord over us? So it's a question. In addition, they said Lashon Hara kills 3 people: the one who speaks it, the one who listens to it, and the one about whom it is spoken. The one who listens to it suffers more than the one who speaks it. Right. It's only Rambam. I mean, there is in Hebrew there are only few. It's like 6 lines, not even complete. But he's encompassing here many laws. That in just a few 6 lines. Like I would say maybe even 5 lines if you complete one. Unbelievable. So let's try to learn again and go over with commentaries, and we try to explain. So our sages said, commentary Tosefta Peya 1:2, Arachim 15b. There is also allusion to this concept in the verse, may God cut off the guileful lips, the tongues that speak up proud things, quoted above in Hilchos De'os 8:5. Rambam defines being cut off as being denied portion from the world to come. Right, so cut off meaning the chorus. When it says being cut off, that's right. In English, that's what they translate chorus. Right, being cut off. So again, the sages said, all of these places, that there are 3 sins for this retribution exacted from a person in this world. Right, so meaning a person is not going to have tranquility, nothing, right, in this world, and plus he's going to lose the world to come. So, and all of these people, all of this, right, these things that people actually are very attracted to in this world, right, and they're not going to have satisfaction, right, because of which it's also denied in the world to come. So quickly commentary. Hilchos De'os 3:6 states, the following individuals do not have portion in the world to come. Rather, their souls are cut off, and they are judged for their great wickedness and the sins forever. Right. All 4 sins. There's idol worship, Lashon Hara, mentioned here, are listed in this halacha. For most precise understanding of that means to be deprived the share of what ground, he's still Hilchos De'os 8:5. Okay, so let's do this again, this commentary. So the following individuals do not have portion in the world to come. Meaning, so what does it mean not having portion in the world to come? Meaning Gehinom forever. So it's not like okay, so I didn't get a ticket to whatever to a cruise or something. Okay, so I'm not going to go to vacation. I'm going to stay home, right? Enjoy my life. No, it's not like that. So losing a portion in the world to come, meaning Gehinom forever. Rather, their souls cut off, and they are judged for their great wickedness and for their sins forever. Right? Meaning, that's it. Sins forever. Continue. So, I mean, right, it's one of the sources that Genom is forever for many people. Okay. All of the four sins, the idol worship, right, and Lashon Hara, mentioned here are listed in that halacha. Right. So, meaning Lashon Hara is one of the things that a person can lose the portion in the world to come. And as we said last time, I just look at the notes. It was said about Baal Lashon Hara. Meaning Baal Lashon Hara, we said it's like a master, like a person who constantly speaks Lashon Hara. And as we said, and in this class, I warned people many times, we have to stay away from these people. Stay away from these people. Why? That I'm just there, mind my own business. Guess what? Whoever listens, right? We said it last line. We're going to get to it. Suffer the most. Okay. Why suffer the most? We're going to see. Okay. So again, all of these people, so that they're going to suffer exact retribution in this world, and suffer in the world to come, right? Idol worship. We understand why. Right, forbidden sexual relations. Also, people looking for pleasure, looking for like also for something like satisfaction through the sovereign idol, right, and murder. Okay, and Lashon Hara equivalent to them all. Okay. So let's see commentary. In the above mentioned halacha, the Rambam uses this expression Baal Lashon Hara, meaning people who frequently speak Lashon Hara. Frequently. According to most authorities' manuscript, the person who unwittingly speaks Lashon Hara from time to time is not punished in this manner. Okay, so that's that's what also Chafetz Chaim said, but how do you know? You see, it's as we learned in this class in Hilchos Deos before, right? We said that it's when person speaks like does whatever he does or she does one time, two times, 17 times, it becomes their nature, and they from innocent remarks they become Baal Lashon Hara. So we must be very careful, very careful, and that's why it says that right. That's why our sages say, and Chafetz Chaim said that is it allowed to speak about non-Jews Lashon Hara? 100%. About not religious people, 100%. About Apikorsim, 100%. It's allowed. There is no problem. Nothing is stopping us. But he said, don't do it. So, like, if it's allowed, why don't do it? Because it's he explains it's only a matter of time, and the person is going to get used to and comfortable, speak bad about the people. It's only a matter of time when she's going to speak about kosher people, which is that's it. For this person is going to lose share in the world to come. So meaning what? Don't accustom yourself. So if you need to speak about some apikorsim, yes, from time to time, yes, but constantly, right? Okay. So just one second. Okay. So continue. So Lashon Hara is equivalent to all of them, and commentaries say Chafetz Chaim, Sefer Shmirash Lashon, chapter 1, explain the concept as follows: Torah study encompasses all of the mitzvot, right? Torah study encompasses all of the mitzvot. Together, we say it in the morning, right? In the morning, at least men said it in the morning. Only men said it in the morning. Actually, women also have to say it in the morning. I just thought about it. So it's in a page when we have a blessing over the Torah. Women also should say a blessing over the Torah, and there are three pieces. One is from Chumash, one is from Mishnah, and one from Talmud. So this is, I think, Peah 1, right? So that's what it says, that that the person who learns Torah, it's like all of the other mitzvahs combined. Okay, so why the Torah study encompasses all of the mitzvahs? surpasses all of the mitzvah. Why? Because it involves speech and thought, in a contrast to other mitzvahs that involve only actions. So it's very interesting. Again, why Torah is a much greater, learning Torah much greater, because it involves speech and thought. Right. Other things we just, we say a blessing, and after that we just do. Right. Not much thought, basically. Conversely, Lashon Hara involves using these higher faculties for undesirable purposes. It is considered more severe than the sins involved only deed. Meaning in Lashon Hara, person had used a thought, meaning how to create this juicy gossip, right, and speech, and instead of using these precious commodities, right, that HaShem gave us to learn Torah, he or she using for some other things, right? Some people ask about hobbies. Is it this hobby is permitted? Hobby themselves, it's not like they're prohibited, but when are you going to learn Torah? Right, exactly. You understand? So that's the thing, or some other things. All right. Yes, this allowed, that allowed, but when are you going to use these talents or that Hashem gave you to study Torah? Okay, so 17. Continue. And our sages also said, anyone who speaks Lashon Hara is like the one who denies God. So that's scary. So meaning, right? Somebody asked me in yesterday's class. It's very interesting. We said that. We said actually, it says in many places, but we'll learn in this class in Kavah Yashar, right? So we said in Kavah Yashar that there are 10,000 angels that follow each person. They record whatever the person is doing with a date stamp, right, with all of the picture, and they're going to check, right, and then they're going to be like witnesses, right, and would present the evidence to prosecuting angels. So that person's very, very, I think it's, and I never heard these questions before. I would never think about this question, I think, right? The person said, if we're talking about angels, why do we need 10,000? Right, so one angel is not enough, right? It's a very good question. It's a very good question. So I gave an answer from my logic. Very interesting, right? So here is when person continues speaking Lashon Hara. So in some sense, it denies God. Right? Denies God, because a person said that Hashem said do not speak, and the person continued talking. Right? So in some sense, they deny God, as implied Psalm 12:5. Those who said, meaning denies God and his 10,000 messengers. That is writing down everything that we say. Those who said, without tongues will prevail. So meaning, right? So these arrogant people, we know how to keep, talk, how to pursue people, right? Our lips are our own, right? Who is the Lord over us? So meaning they deny God. So it's only like a person when they're arrogant, when it gets to their head some kind of success that they attribute to themselves, they start denying God, and it's known. It says in the Torah in Dvarim, right? Moshe Rabbeinu said, when you come to the land and that Hashem blessed you with the land of milk and honey, that Hashem blessed you, and you're going to get all of the good possessions, this and that. Don't forget God, right? So normally normal person say, why would I forget God? He gave me all of these beautiful things. Why would I forget? Opposite, I would be grateful every day. Say, yeah, you would be grateful every day, but don't forget him. Don't forget him. You understand? Because it's nature of the person to forget. And right, sometimes people ask, why do we read the same prayers over and over again, every day? Somebody asked, I had this question, I said, okay, but I read it yesterday. Like, it's exactly the same book, right? Yes, yeah. Exactly the same text. I say, okay, on Monday, Thursday is a little different. And ending is a little different, like a psalm of the day, right? A person would ask, like, why do you need every day, right? Because every day you have to, first of all, you have to read this text as new, right? As absolutely new for you, right? It's right, and you have to take it to heart. If you read every word, like reminded us, like splitting of the sea, and how we sang the song, we have to read every day. Every day we have to read this. You understand? Akeda Yitzchak, and that in the honor of this, in the merit of this Akeda, Hashem is good to us. All these things, like to be grateful, right? And a person who is not grateful, it's only a matter of time. He's going against God, right? Because he would attribute everything to himself. Okay, so all of the achievements. Comment. Rabbeinu Yonah explains, Lashon Hara is judged so severely because such a capricious behavior shows that the person is not conscious of the God's presence. I mean, very similar to what we said, right? So again, the Rabbeinu Yonah explained that Lashon Hara is judged so severely because such a capricious person shows that the person is not conscious of Hashem's presence. Like, it's only me. I can say whatever I want. When I trying to sell somebody, everybody's buys. I'm such a good salesperson. Whatever I want to sell them lies, they're going to believe. Dangerous, right? And scary. The Maharal, Hidushi Agadas Arachim, explain the spiritual dimension of this concept. God created the world with speech. Therefore, one who uses this quality of speech against God, it's God's will deny God's creative powers. Wow. Let's read it again. God created the world with speech, right? Everybody know. Did he speak, or he just thought about what? Does Hashem need to speak out loud, or it was only his thought? So that's a different story for a different. It's actually Hilchos De'os. It's in the beginning of this book. Rambam would explain this thing, right? But for us, for simple people, Hashem created this world with this 10th saying, right? Therefore, one who uses the quality of speech against God's will, meaning it's quality to this quality of speech, right, and that was used for creating things, right? So again, right, against God's will, denies God creative power, right? So I can take the same tool and I'm going to use the way I want it. So, for example, somebody was using, I don't know, like a hammer to do something, to build a house, and another person take a hammer and go smash the windshields, right? So it's the same hammer. Okay, number 19. Okay, continue. And in addition, they said, right, Lashon Hara kills 3 people. One who speaks it, so that's obvious, right? One who listens to it, it's also obvious, and one about whom it is spoken. So one who speaks, everybody understand, right? Why this person is at fault. But the last two, is not so obvious, and we need to explain. One's to listen to. In Hilchos Sanhedrin 21:7, the Rambam writes that the person who listens to Lashon Hara also violates the Torah commandment. Right, where it's, however, see commentary to Halachos 2. 1 second. Pesachim 1:18a states a person who listens Lashon Hara is worse than one who recites it. Okay, so I mean there is no explanation, but we try to explain. So why this person who listens to Lashon Hara, he is worse than the one who speaks? It's very simple, because he enables him speak Lashon Hara clearly. So it's like he is putting stumbling block in front of the blind, because his politeness, and we have some people, they so like shy and bashful, which is a good thing, right? So they cannot walk from somebody. They cannot say, I don't want to listen to you. Stop it. I don't want to listen to it, right? And they would listen, and they would suffer very much, and they understand that they cannot listen to it. And it's then at the end of the day, right, the person listened to it, and most likely it registered in their mind, is subconscious, and when something is going to come up 5 years or 3 years, this thought that was he thought that he forgot, it was actually all this time on the subconscious, come up from nowhere. Oh, this guy, I always knew. From where? Yeah, I knew. I don't remember, but I knew for sure. So even, you understand? It's one thing that is going to register in subconscious, and then it's stumbling block, right? So we have to be strong, and as I said many times, we have to train ourselves, especially when I have this free time when I walk on Shabbos. During the week, I would listen to the lecture, do other things while I'm walking, but on Shabbos, what are you going to do? Right, so I'm trying to contemplate the things and it came with me several times, and I was first I was oh, are you serious? And then I remember what to do, and I stopped that person. I said, I'm not going to listen to it. I'm not interested. No, stop it. I said, no, but I need to appear. I said, I'm not the person who is allowed to listen to it. So opinion, again, these people, the sneaky people that needs attention, they need to talk, say they need your opinion. And in order to need my opinion, first of all, it must be a person that they're going to listen to, and they're personally involved, and they can change something. Meaning they ask me what to do, and they're going to do exactly. If I say jump, they're going to jump. Most of the time, it's not the case, right? Or they see me as somebody who is going to get involved and try to bring peace or something, try to resolve the situation. Majority of the cases, it's not like that. It's absolutely not like that. So if we judge the situation, just give you the hints, right? That you are not that person, and just because it's your neighbor, just because it's your I don't know classmate, former classmates from 20 years ago, does not mean anything, right? Or you lived in the same city 6 years. So what is it? What is the connection? What is the connection? Or your mothers went to same kindergarten. What is the connection? You understand? So it's only, again, if you can help practically to this situation. So if you can advise this person, he or she part of this thing, yes, you're allowed to listen to it, right? To ask questions, and but they have to explain, right? In order, as we learn in our class of Chafetz Chaim, right? Hilchos Lashon Hara that he mentions here. So this person who wants to tell you something, they have to start with introduction and said, look, there is a situation and I need your advice. And right, it's one example of introduction. I need your advice because I know you as a wise person, and you helped me before, or something that a person is telling you because he or she is prepared to listen to you, right? Or they're going to say, look, I need this information, I need to tell you something, and maybe you can get involved, maybe because it's your brother, maybe because it's your student, maybe because it's your sister, or I don't know, somebody that you know, or your colleague, or some, I don't know, your employee, your boss maybe not a good idea, but other that we can some people that we can talk to. So if they give you this introduction, yes, then you can continue talking. But otherwise, majority of the cases, it's not like that. Especially random people that they usually don't talk, and now they have this juicy Lashon Hara. We have to stop, cut it right there. Okay, so that's why this person who listened to, right, again, he's the words the person who speaks. Okay. Right, and one about whom it is spoken. So this is, for many people, is the hardest person to case to understand. So meaning that the guy is not even there. How is he? Why would he be at fault? The person is not there. Some low life decided to share his lowly information with another person who is maybe not much better than the first one. And the third, the victim is going to suffer. He's going to get punished for what? Good question, no? So let's see quickly what it says here. Our sages point to the instance mentioned in Halacha 1, where Doeg spoke Lashon Hara about Ahimelech, to the king Shaul. Ultimately, all three of them were killed. Let's explain what it says in this commentary. Then I'm going to explain what I wanted to say. Okay, so he points out to this. I think we learned this last time. Right. We covered it last time. So last time we said that there is a story when David HaMelech was running away from Shaul, and he came to the city of Nov with all of the Kohanim, and he asked for food, for a weapon, and who was there? Doeg had me. He was bringing sacrifices, right? And he heard the whole conversation, and he took things out of context. And he brought this message to Shaul, said that the Kohanim, they conspire against you with David, your enemy. And Shaul did not listen, did not believe the Kohanim, the holy people, and killed basically all of them. Doeg also died. I think, as I said, I didn't have time to check. He committed suicide, but he died for sure. And Shaul also died, him and his sons in the war. So basically, because of this Lashon Hara and because accepted, everybody died. Right? Everybody died. But simple explanation. Right? Why this the third person is also going to suffer, going to get punished, right? The person about whom the Lashon Hara was spoken. Why? Because many times he's not so innocent. So meaning in this case, in this specific area, he is innocent, but there is something. There is still something. It's not in all of the cases, but in many cases there is still something. Right? Of course, I mean, if there is evil people who enjoy to destroy other people, that's a different case. But if simple people continue talking about that person, that's the problem. So that's why he's also punished. Continue. The one who listens to it suffers the more than the one who speaks it. So, so there is explanation. Okay, so again, the one who listens suffer more than the one who speaks it. So as we said, for sure he's one who put in stumbling block. That's why we have to be strong. We don't want to be in this category. I said, apologize. I don't want to listen to it. Especially it's hard in a work environment. So I work in the office. I know what was going on. So I said no. And you know exactly the people like that. And they, where they gather. They gather next to, we had the cafeteria, next to the coffee machine. And they pretended making coffee. For 45 minutes, the guy is making coffee. He's not, but he comes, stands with the cup, with this coffee pot or something. If somebody would come, it's not that they drinking coffee. They in the process of making coffee. You understand? So if I knew people like that, I would go, okay, I would see in the kitchen next to coffee machine, or we make tea there, there is hot water, so I would turn it around and go back. I can drink it later, right? Because why? It's only a matter of time. He's going to start talking to spread all the rumors. We don't need that. 23. Comment here. This clause is not included in our text of the passage in Jerusalem or Babylonian Talmud, cited above. Okay. Some commentaries surmise that this might have been included in a text possessed by Rambam. As a source, the commentaries point out in Shabbos 56b, which relates that David HaMelech believed Lashon Hara, that he that he was told about Mephibosheth. That's a terrible story, and ordered that he lose half of the field. God ordained that David's descendants would lose half of the kingdom. Alternatively, okay, so before, okay, let's finish. Alternatively, the severity of the listener's culpability can be deduced from the instance involving Shaul HaMelech in Doeg. Doeg was slain while Shaul was killed together with his 3 sons. Okay, so let's try to understand what it says here. So two examples that he brings. So David HaMelech, when he was running away from his son Avshalom, and he was running, and the country was divided. Most of the people, they love David, but he's losing. So somebody else is going to be new king, and guess what? He's going to execute all the supporters of the old king, right? Even though he's a legitimate king, but people were afraid. People did not know what to do, basically. And it was this Mephibosheth. I think he was he was whether the son or Shaul HaMelech, right? Or he was his grandson. No, he was grandson. I think it was a son of Jonathan. I think, if I'm not mistaken. So I mean, son of David's dear friend of Jonathan, and he loved him very much. His friend, and he helped this Mephibosheth. He was lame and stuff like that. So, but he lived in a palace, or at least maybe ate in a palace, sit around the table with David. So he was given the greatest honor, right? Very interesting. And when David was running away, who came to him? Right. So some people came to him with food, and one of them came. The servant of Mephibosheth, and David said, "Yeah, thank you very much." I think 600 people were running away with David, right, for their life. And as I said, people were afraid to support him, right, give him food. And this person came with the bread, this, that, and and he said, "Where is your master, Mephibosheth?" He said, "My master." And he said something he did not say that he's against David, but basically that I'm good, so I support you, O king, right? I support you, O king, but my master, who knows where is my master? So but I'm here. Don't worry, I'm here. So, and David without doing an investigation, he accepted this Mephibosheth is very ungrateful person. Very interesting. And when David got back to Jerusalem, people came to greet him, welcome him back, and confirm their allegiance. And one of them was Mephibosheth, and he was an unshaved and unkept, and did not wash his clothes, right? And David said, "What happened to you?" Right? And he said, "Look, when I found out about my master's plight, so I decided that I'm going to suffer together with you. You suffer wherever you are, and I'm going to suffer wherever I am." Right? And he said, "How about your servant? Yeah, why you didn't come to greet me?" He said, "Yeah, because my servant stole my donkey." David, he did not exactly believe him. Yes, no, and he said, "You know what? Okay." So first he gave everything to when it happened initially. I forgot one fact. He said, "Whatever I gave to Mephibosheth, now it's yours, to servant." He said, and now he heard the account of Mephibosheth. Said, "Okay, you know what? Change your mind. half to him, half to you. Like I still like you, I still believe you. And this Mephibosheth was very honest man, and he was very sincere. He started crying. He said, "King, if you think of me like this, that I'm a traitor, give everything to this to this servant of mine. Let him take everything." And David, of course, he believed in his sincerity, but not that much. So meaning half of that got the servant of Mephibosheth. And for this, Hashem said, "Oh, that's you like that? You believe Lashon Hara without double checking the facts? Guess what? Your kingdom is going to split." Right, and that's exactly what happened. Not in David's time, because David was holy. Not in Shlomo's time, because he built the holy temple. Right, but in a lifetime, right, soon after Shlomo HaMelech died, and his son Rehavam, I think Rehavam, his son's name. So he became a king, and the kingdom split. Understand why? Because he did not do investigation. So that's because he accepted Lashon Hara without even thinking from that person. And right, so. And second example, just one second. Alternatively, the severity of the listener. Okay, right. So all of the three died. Okay, no problem. 23. Let me quickly check time. Okay, I don't know where the time went, but that's it. Okay, we stop here. Let's take 5 minutes break, and we're going to continue with other topics. 5 minutes.